Hey guys, good morning and happy Monday. Welcome to the Stumbles and Steps channel. My name is Lisa. If you've watched other videos, welcome back. If you've not, well then welcome. So far, it has not been a bad morning. I'm running right about on time. Well, I wouldn't be if I was going inside. But instead, I'm outside doing this. I don't really want to go into work. I mean, nothing against you, work. Nothing personal. It's just like, it's gonna be like Gina's gone again today, so it's gonna be lonely, and the phone's gonna ring a lot, but I'm not gonna mostly answer it because it's mostly gonna be like we have a message of what we can and can't do right now, and people, otherwise I'll call a few people back. But I mean, it's just not gonna be a real exciting day. It's not, I mean, I have some work to do, but I just would rather not. I want to have the day off too. Tomorrow we leave for our training, so at lunch and after work I have to finish getting ready for that because I did do my laundry yesterday. But that's about, and my little small items. But that's about as far as I got. But I guess I probably better get my stuff gathered up and get moving. Okay, so I'm at lunch and I'm in my car in the Aldi parking lot. I'm trying really hard to start the new week with like it's like my eating habits. I need to like stop eating processed food. So much chemicals in processed food, but it's so easy. And I think I also need to cut out all dairy and not just yogurt and milk. I've still been eating a lot of cheese, like pretending like, oh, like, well, solid dairy is different, but it's not. So I also need to find snack ideas to replace my string cheese and the cheese that's in my balanced breaks that I eat. But I'm really just going to Aldi to take a peek around and to buy a gallon of water because I don't like our water at work, and I'm also trying to drink more plain water, which is hard when the water tastes gross. I'm looking for like drops or powder or something to put in there that is, once again, not all chemicals and not icky. So I don't have a lot of time or a lot of money to mess around at Aldi, but oh my gosh, like that Aldi aisle of shame. Oh, that can suck me in, so I need to be strong. Oh man, I am super out of breath, and now I have to run back down. I came up from lunch with all my stuff, got it into the office, set it down, headed straight back down to the bathroom. All the way back up, which is, I don't know if that's a 1 flight or 2 flight. It's big stairs, but that's like both parts of it, I guess you could say. But now I have to run back out to the car because I forgot my water bottle out there somewhere. I kind of swore I got everything, but I look everywhere and it is not in here. So I'm gonna go check in the car. I wanted to get my notebook anyway, so at least I can grab that, and maybe I'll bring my phone along and show the stairs. It actually was legitimately gone. I drank it, but I can use this to make more. I guess it's Celsius packets, because I didn't find a good for me packet yet, and I need some caffeine. But I don't need sparklers, so I decided one or the other, and right now it's the Celsius. All right, here come the stairs. I'll have to check in a minute, but I'm pretty sure I confused stop and record and didn't get the steps, and also it smells weird in here. Monday, Monday, Monday. So when I say that I sometimes talk about amputee struggles, I do mean like my struggles as an amputee, like my personal journey, things that I've dealt with, struggled with, figure it out and overcome. I'm not saying like that these are things that happen to everybody or that everybody's concerned about, or like that there's struggles, or like I'm not saying I do things the right way or wrong way. So I just want to put that out there that anything I talk about is about me and my struggles. I'm not putting that on anybody else. But so on that note, here is a little struggle, not a big thing, but let's put it in the amputee boo con column. Earlier, and I looked down and the lighting must have been just right. Well, I should start by saying I don't change my socks every day. Well, I mean, I change a sock every day. I don't change a sock every day. My shoes are not that easy to put on and off. I find it easier to do actually without my leg on, which, means you got to decide it before you get ready for the day. Anyway, so I don't every day, but I try to keep an eye on it. But I looked down and the lighting must have been just right. And look at, obviously not keeping an eye on it. It's like filthy. And then I start looking around and there was like actual little tree chunks on there from being outside. There probably are in here too if I keep looking. So obviously I didn't keep a good eye on it. And then this other constant struggle that has nothing to do with being an amputee is my chubby face. Ugh, it just has to do with being chubby. But making videos of myself has made me self-conscious of it. Like more so in pictures. I think, well, for some people, like Nevada, like who's always super cute, she's just like, cheese, 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 cheese. And she's like, oh. And deletes them all. And I'm like, oh my gosh, those are all gorgeous. Like, those are all better than my worst, or your worst picture is better than my best picture. But anyway, so if you're like me, you like kind of move around and like maybe all right, there's a decent angle and you smile and you try to get it in there and hope it's all right. But when you're like making a video, you keep moving around, so that's a lot harder. You keep like giving a lot of unflattering views unless maybe stay really still. But I don't excel at staying really still. Well, and I'm not saying that just being chubby and making bad choices, like eating junk food, is not the main reason for my chubby chin. But, oh, look at my Monday hair. Don't care. Oh, anyway, like, I also do have issues with inflammation. I have to start paying more attention to that. Like, I have to bite the bullet and quit the rest of dairy. A while back, I realized that the delicious dairy protein shakes I was drinking every day for like 2 years, probably. Like every day I was like, oh, my stomach hurts, like more and more and more, until finally it got to the point where I couldn't ignore it. Started kind of cutting things out and figured out it was the shake, and what it seemed to be in the shake was the dairy. So the shakes went bye-bye, replaced with coconut yogurt, which is actually pretty good, and it's very short ingredient list, which is key. So, but I still was eating cheese, like especially string cheese and the little cubes of cheese that are in balance breaks, because I like those. So to figure out something to replace those, because even though those don't give me the same, like the same bad reaction, like ice cream, just the other day, and yeah, no, not good symptoms. Pretty much the symptoms of most people are lactose intolerant. So I thought about getting like those lactose pills. So, and maybe once in a while that's fine for a treat, but I do think that the key is to actually, doctors, it's like they always tell you like the symptoms. They tell you like, okay, well, take the lactate pills. Well, I mean, sure, that'll treat the symptoms, but what's the cause? Like, why, am I just not tolerant of dairy? So do I need to pay attention to that and actually cut out the string cheese and the cheese and see if that helps? See if I don't get the same reaction to them, but that doesn't mean they're not contributing to like the problems I have with inflammation, achy joints, swollen joints. retaining water, just a lot of different symptoms that I deal with. So I don't know. I think it seems something that is probably worth a try since I'm about halfway there anyways. So that is going to be like, I need to start being more serious about this, my health. Like, your health is so important. I need to go back to using that one app, the Yucca app or whatever it's called, that rates your food. So I quit it because they didn't like my sparklers. Like, I'm gone. They didn't like them because of the antioxidants. Like, what is up with antioxidants? I thought that they were good. I thought, like, a lot of packaging, it, like, brags about antioxidants, like, that they're there. They put it in big letters on the package, like, woo, antioxidants. So, I don't know. But anyways, I should still go back to using that app. Drop my phone. Back to reading ingredient list. Logging my food, which I hate doing, but which is so helpful if you're trying to. It helps, like, not just for watching your weight, but for paying attention to what you're eating. Like, is there dairy in that? Is there, whatever, gluten or whatever you're trying to. Oh, it's a big one, and I have people in my family who struggle with that, so that's probably something I should put on the list to tackle at some point. But oh yay, that's a tough one. Take one day at a time here. Start with the dairy. Speaking though, like, of the dairy and like the cause, like the cause, not just the symptoms. So, it seems off track, but for one, it's just my way of getting there. I love Jelly Roll. Do you love Jelly Roll? If you don't love Jelly Roll, go away. No, I mean, I'm just kidding, but really, you should probably get something. Probably more problems than me. So my brother, I've got to say, has loved Jelly Roll since way back in the early days, of, like, finding him somewhere on the internet. So, like, his songs, even his old rap songs, are, like, floating around in the back of my head. Like, I hear him now and I'm like, oh, you know what? I actually have known that song. And then, of course, he wrote that new album and started singing my feelings out loud to everybody. Why would you do that? Rude. But so good. So, and not just him, but he obviously, as most of the universe who is alive knows, has a wife, Bunny, who maybe the universe doesn't know, because I didn't know until recently, has an excellent podcast, Dumb Blonde podcast. It's super good. Now that I've discovered it, I'm doing like I always do, and binging it and trying to catch up. I haven't found where to like it on an app thing yet, because I'm watching on YouTube the ones that are available on there first, because I like watching and listening to. But so one I watched today, she had her doctor or a nurse practitioner, a healthcare provider on her show. I think her name was Danny Williamson. And she was talking about the relation that she has found or believes, between, like, childhood trauma and, like, your ACE score. I don't know if I've ever talked about my ACE score, because who wants to talk about that, but it's up there. If you don't know what it is, Google it. Not going into all that. Maybe someday we can have some sort of trauma dumping session, but let's not do that. It's already Monday enough for me. But anyways, our relation between, like, childhood trauma, high ACE score, bad things happening when you're a kid, and, like, in relation to, like, inflammation and gut health, like, talking about some people, like, who can't stop going to the bathroom, and some people who can't start, basically. Be, like, really polite about it. So I gotta look more into her and see if her other, like, I found that interesting. And she talked about cause, not just symptoms, like, right when I was thinking about that. So I definitely gotta look more into her and see if her other philosophies and whatnot, like, align with what I'm kinds of things. I think she has some books, maybe some online books. So I think they said she just has a website, so I'll have to Google that. But so thank you, Bunny, for that, among some other really excellent podcasts that I've got to listen to. Some really good contact. Bunny XO, woo, be my friend. Oh, it's sad though. She said that she doesn't listen to, or not listen to, but look at all her comments, like, which hurt. I mean, like, I don't blame her. I think it was her and L. King were talking about that, I think, for their own mental health, and oh my gosh, I can only just imagine. But that makes me sad, because it means I can't write a comment on there and say, let's be friends. I know that we can be. I need friends. And they seem like good ones. They seem like they stayed, like, down to earth, like they haven't changed, well, like, aside from bettering themselves, they haven't changed, like, their hearts, like, their caring about people, and not being judgmental, and being accepting, like, of their whole, you know, of the world around them, and the people that they meet, and the people that they have, like, in their crew. So yeah, looking at sad, lonely, plain walls. Ugh. I don't even get to bring Ruthie with me. I need, like, a different job. What could I do that wouldn't be in this lonely office? Oh, 6 voicemails? Man, come on. Ugh, that sucks. There's 6 voicemails from when I was gone. I sure hope that they're not all ones that I have to return. I guess there's no way to find out, but to go and listen to them. Fingers crossed for 6 hang-ups. Woohoo! Oh, we have just a few minutes left of the day, so I'm gonna run down so now you can check out our stairs. You don't get to see in here. And those are the stairs. So I do have to say, I feel a little bit proud of myself for learning to walk up them and not taking the elevator. And I will occasionally shame people in the building for taking the elevator, like, hey, I beat you and I only got 1 leg. Go me.